Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be making a video response for a YouTuber here, fellow YouTuber called Bigbubba 5037. Awesome YouTuber. He has his own little part-time business here that he actually makes leather and leather works in terms of friction sheaths, wallets, and he has a lot of interesting videos on knife reviews and sharpening videos, all things like that. It's actually quite a wide spectrum of things that he covers, and it's very, very interesting and very entertaining to watch. So this is going to be a video response for him here. Hi, how are you doing? So one thing that he wanted to ask us to show, the first memory of using a sharp knife that we've had when we were younger. Well, I don't have that knife anymore, and it wasn't a Strider or a Benchmade or a Spyderco. It was actually a Kershaw, and I'm pretty sure it was a Kershaw chive. And of course, it was a flipper. It didn't have a thumb hole or anything like that. Just a regular Kershaw chive, and I absolutely love that knife. I remember, this is a little bit of a story time here. I remember going to the knife store, the counter, and I remember I was very, very small. I was probably 9 years old or so, and I remember I couldn't even look over the counter. So I remember I was just looking through the glass, and I would go to the mall. Every single time I would go to the mall, I would always point to that one out, and I would tell my mom, I would be like, "Mom, I really want to get that knife." So one day for my birthday, she actually ended up buying it. So I remember going to, I remember when I went to the store, when we actually bought it, I remember the knife, it felt like it was this big. It felt like a huge knife, and because my hands were really small. A few years later, actually, when I actually held a chive, I found out it was more like this big, and I thought that was hilarious to see how much my hand actually grew bigger. In any case, I ended up using the Kershaw chive. I remember I went home, and then I remember I showed it to a bunch of my friends, and all I did pretty much was just cut paper. I mean, it was just, I really didn't have very much use for it back then, and I just thought it was a cool thing to have. So I showed a bunch of my friends, and then I invited them over to check it out, as a lot of 10-year-olds do. And long story short, pretty much I went away from the kitchen, and the knife, well, pretty much it disappeared. And that's it's a pretty traumatizing memory back then, of course, and never really found out who did it, but needless to say, my knife actually was stolen. So that's my memory of my first knife, unfortunately. But in any case, no regrets. I really liked that first, goodness, I think it was probably a day that I had that knife, but I probably will get another chive eventually, just to help that childhood memory that I have there. But in any case, you also asked us to mention what type of item we would like to receive if we do win, and I actually was contemplating getting a friction sheath. I mean, those look absolutely awesome. I really like the detail that you put into your sheaths, but I kind of thought about it, and I really don't carry sheaths generally because I don't really wear belts. So I thought it'd be really neat to have one of those card wallets that you have, because this is my general wallet that I carry. It's just a very simple wallet, and it just has pockets on either side, but the pockets are getting really loose, and I really like leather wallets. So yeah, I think it'll be really neat to have one of those card wallets of yours. I think they look really, really nice, and I really like that brown color. But in any case, so that's my video right there. Tried to keep it nice and short, so I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.